Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Life of Wonders. Welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to introduce this precious doll named Inka to you. This is a Hildegard Gunzel artist doll made in resin. And this is the first one that I want to show to you from my Hildegard Gunzel collection. I have a few, um, but this is the one that actually attracted me the most. I think I think I started appreciating Hildegard work uh, before I got her, definitely before, though. Yeah, I think it was. I mean, this was the first one, and the one that I'm more attached to. And well, Hildegard has been working for decades, really. I mean, she's been creating sculpts for, I would say, over 3 decades or more right now. I unfortunately last year, at the end of last year, she had to close her factory of porcelain dolls, and that was very sad news. But at the same time, the good news about it is that she continued working and producing, sculpting and being creative as well. And even though like the limitation of the dolls would be reduced to five or two, or between two or five worldwide, so that would make it far more difficult to get any of her sculpts. But I mean, if you're a collector that appreciate the work, even though you can't have it because it's out of the reach, um, it's still great. Like it is really great that she is still working on that, and creating new sculpts and things that are very inspiring and very creative. And but I very much like her as a sculptor, and yeah, and I invite you to look at her work. So this is Inka. She's representing a child of about, not quite sure, but I would say 8 years of age or around. It could be more, it could be less, but around that age, I would say. So she isn't a toddler. That's what I was meaning. She's a very, very little child. She's more grown up. She's about 80 to 83 centimeters tall. That converts into 30 to 33 inches high. So she's perfectly proportioned as a doll, of representing that age and with those sizes. As a doll, I said, like, because otherwise she would be like shorter. But she's super well sculpted and proportioned to look like that, and she's very precious. I'm going to, well, I'll show you her face, and I hope the camera is behaving so you can appreciate all. Yeah, now, so she has this gorgeous blonde color. Yeah, the predominant color, I would say, it's blonde, although it was multi-tone with strands of what I would say is like pinkish sort of uh, blonde, because it isn't auburn or reddish, or it's more like, it's a bit, I mean, it's a bit artificial in a way, so kind of magical. I don't think it's a color that would actually grow out of a scalp, of a human scalp. Um, but it looks super nice, and I think Anna Himstead has actually used it too for yeah, the complex hairdos and the Atlantis collection, and so I'll try to show you what I mean. This is the color, so as you can see, I don't think this is just me because of the hair has been kind of faded or anything like that. I think it was intended to look like this. I mean, this kind of pinkish um, color. It's very well distributed, so it's you can see that it's kind of yeah, over there. I believe it's human hair that's been dyed. To look, yeah, here it's very easy to spot. So it's very light blonde, very light ashy blonde, with those sort of like touches and shines of that pinkish sort of like color, color, and then she has this beautiful bluish, greenish. I don't know. They aren't directly blue, but it's like a combination of those colors. Glass eyes and applied upper lashes and lower lashes, and then she has this really nicely multi-toned hand painted brows and the cutest ever mouth. I mean, her lips are absolutely gorgeous, and she's having that sort of like expression that would relate to um surprise, curiosity, wonder. Sort of like if you would spot her like that, it's like she's wondering what's happening, or thoughtful, um I would say. And then she has a chest plate up to, I would say, here. Then the rest is clothes, although the limbs, I think, are from the elbow down, and from just up of the limb down. The sculpt is really really nice and very accurate, and the complex this is hard resin, so I've already reviewed my doll Peony from Pinlau. This resin is heavy too, but not as heavy as the other one. I don't know if it's because it isn't as solid. I really don't know, but it is, or it doesn't have as much, but it doesn't weight so much, which is easier to carry, for carrying her around, and moving her and everything. And plus she can stand up much better. In Although on the other hand, this one cannot pose. It doesn't have a variety of poses as the other one. I mean, the other one can just move freely around, but this one is more of a strictly standing up doll, because everything is quite stiff, in the way that, well, I haven't tried it, but I think I would force it. I would definitely force it if I do, because I think it's definitely made to stand up, and so it would be kind of weird to try to make her sit down, or just put everything in a different way. I mean, in the stock pictures, you can see her holding this accessory that's very very cute. It's like a polar bear head, I would say, or is this like a dog? Um, I don't know. I will let you to tell me. And then that connects to the bottom half through a pole that's also adorned by pink, pale pink lash and knots. And then in her stock pictures, she's holding that on her back, like with the arms facing back, and you can place her like that, or you can make her hold it on the front, or just as it is right now, which it's my favorite, because it's the position that would make her look more, um yeah, have a little bit more freedom, I would say. And she isn't as stiff, and I don't know, she's more like a movement this way. um but anyway, everything is gorgeous about it. I have a few other Hildegard Gunzel dolls, but I have to say that this one is the only one that I would say is like, to me, I mean, every person is different, and I'm not saying the artist's work isn't this way, but to me, to my, you know, how I feel her, she's like perfect in every way, from her outfit, everything, because her, even her, the pinkish sort of like details in the hair go extremely well with the outfit on its own. Normally, I think I've changed the outfits of every other doll I have, unless it's a cultural outfit, and then I tend to like those very much. But normally I undress them, and I put something that's more, I mean, that's closer to what I like, I think, or that goes better with the decoration of where they're displayed, or the room, something like that, right? But this one, it's I wouldn't change her, because to me, she looks so gorgeous. Though I don't know, maybe I'll find a very precious outfit to change her into in the future. I will show you. Well, so this is like her hair, and then she has this really nice sculpted ears. Other one, her is beautiful, and then she has these collarbones, pronunciated there, really, um, really, very well done. And then she's having this outfit that I'm going to show you, in which Hildegard is very creative, and that's something I like very much about her, because I don't particularly like very contemporary clothing, unless it's very well combined. I think I'm more, but that doesn't mean that it isn't good. I mean, that's my preference. It's only that. So normally, I'm more into Victorian, or I mean, it really depends. But anyway, she has combined a modern sort of like style, like you can see with the denim jacket, or this is cotton, but it it's really designed like a denim, sort of like, I'm going to try to show you better this way, into. Okay, so what we can see here, is these boots, that are very Victorian looking, or Edwardian, sort of like the beginning of the 20th century, but definitely very, yeah, from that time in history. I would definitely link those to that. And then it has these stockings that are on purpose rolled down this way, which is not very Victorian, or it could be, but not as a, generally seen as well dressed at that time, like elegant, right? Um, but she's done it very well. I mean, actually, and you can see the sculpt. I mean, I think the sculpt is starting over here, and as you can see, the cloth, it's over there, and both her sculpted knees are gorgeous, very, very well done. And again, the complexion, the blush in peach and cream sort of color is very, very good. And then going upwards, well, you will find this dress, this one piece. This is very like 30s, 40s, 50s, sort of like color, and 60s as well. And then she's applied this cotton lace around her waist with this ribbon, and the pearls that have, the ribbon has this pattern of squares that is actually matching the buttons here, and yeah, the torso part of all these bits of the jacket, and also the trim Well, the trim that she's using is very contemporary. I mean, the dress is it's like very traditional from this, I mean, from the top part, but then as you go down, this is like almost feel, or it does feel like haute couture in a way, because it's very very creative, and I don't think I've seen dresses like this for real on kids really, or at least at the time this was released. And so it's made out of raw silk, which, I mean, the materials are also always very excellent, very 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 good. And okay, for you to appreciate it more, so it has this designed shape to it all around. I mean, it is all around really, and this is what makes it stand out. And then it doesn't have the trim on this part, but it has this texture to it, and so it's very like traditional and contemporary, modern at the same time, which is overwhelming in the best possible way. And then it has this inner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layer underskirt that would increase the volume of the skirt. And then underneath that there is a pair of trousers. I mean, those are not undergarment as I would understand it, like, because you can definitely see them from any other perspective, and they're not as tight. They're very loose and made out of very stylish. I mean, they're made out of raw silk in this crude white color, a little bit silvery, I would say, if you can appreciate that little bit. And then it has this ribbon of, like, because this is kind of organza. And the skirt has these ribbons too on this loop that's making on both sides, not the front but on the side. And so it has that ribbon with the pearl bow. So you can see that it's very special, it's very dramatic and very creative, and very artistic, right? So we're not all expecting to have a great sculpt, but the outfit on its own is very artistic too. So that is why I like Hildegard Gunzel too much, because she's very creative at all levels. Starting with the sculpts, and then the moments, or the everything that she wants to, like, you to feel when you look at these dolls, and then the whole scenario around them, and the clothing and everything is very original. And normally I would change things, because again, every person's different. I mean, respecting the work of art, of course, but everyone has preferences, I guess, and things that would like to add. Like, for example, I added, the only thing I touched here is that I added that ribbon. That's actually a very simple clip-on ribbon that's in beige color, and I thought it would be it would go with it very well. And I don't know, it was a silly thing really to do, but that's the only thing. A little bit of yourself, right, to just play around with these things. But I liked it all very much, that she's basically intact, and I find her very very neutral, so it's very easy to display almost in every room. She's in my studio room, actually, displaying, and she's displaying all year round, because again, she goes well with everything that's going on. And then I have other dolls that only display for a season, or it depends really, but she's like all year round. And again, very very elegant, and very beautiful as well, as we understand. I mean, beauty is very it's very different in the mind of every single person, but in terms of the canon of the symmetry and everything, this doll is very pretty. um and I've always find her very attractive in that way, like a very, very pretty little girl. um and I don't know, I think because there's another version of Inka that was released in 2015, I think, that has red hair on a braid and blue eyes, and I never ever connected with her. I don't know. Um, I guess some people, or other people could, but I couldn't. And basically, it's the same sculpt, but with different features. It feels different altogether. And but this one, to me, makes a perfect sort of blend that attracted me, um, uh, most, I guess, and that is why she's a precious jewel, in my collection, and I'm very proud to show it to you. I hope you've liked her. I hope you like her and you've liked this review. And I'm a little bit tired right now. I'm sorry. It's just the way I talk. It might sound like I'm tired. Well, because I am, but I wanted to share this today because I want to show you. Well, I want to show more Hildegard dolls or artist dolls made out of resin to you, and I wanted to start with the one that's here on display all year round and that I like most. And if I could, I mean, the other day I reviewed Peony from Ping Lao out of made out of resin too, and she's definitely a keeper in the way that if I could only choose one, artist that wouldn't be like a reborn, I think it would be her. But taking into account that she's already included in that, if I could only have any other resin doll, I think I would definitely have Inka as my only one. Then the other one, I don't know, the connection is kind of different. I love every single one, of course, and I appreciate many more that I don't have. I mean, that's the thing when you love this art, that you kind of appreciate lots of things, whether you have them or not. And that is why I wanted to share this with you too, so you could appreciate it in 3D, like it, I don't know, have a great time watching it, hopefully. And then to see it like this for real on a recording, it's definitely different, than just seeing the stock pictures, or sometimes the pictures that people upload, because it feels like more, yeah, like more realistic. And then the proportions, everything, and the lighting, the shades. So I hope you've liked her, and I hope we'll see you very soon again for the next review. And I might show you Inka wearing another outfit if I find the right one for her. Um, uh, so she's wishing you a very good weekend to all of you. And I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.